2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr as we get set to bring you all the action. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And the West All-Stars have possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, they've got LeBron James. Pau Gasol is out there with Anthony. Then there's Lowry. And it's Wall in at the shooting guard. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lowry.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And the basket by Harden.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Here's Lowry. Outside Anthony. Gasol with the rebound.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Harden against Lowry. That's good.
Well, he's off to a good start. I mean, he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
On defense, the West All-Stars. Outside Anthony. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Talk about confidence to pull up from out there. And what skill to knock it down. That's major league there, folks.
Well, you got to love just the swagger, the ability to pull up from there and just show the defense what he's made of. Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
On defense, the West All-Stars. 4-point game. Thompson against LeBron. The 17-footer. Gasol's shot is good.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
And here we go with Steph Curry. 6 points for him. Harden outside, beyond the arc, and the shot is good. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, a beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. West All-Stars lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
On the court for the East All-Stars, they've got Horford. Teague out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Now here's Teague, and it's Durant with the rebound. Lillard, right side. Durant against Butler. And Durant, here we go. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
And it's the West All-Stars ball, leading by 5. Nowitzki dishes to Cousins. Teague against Durant. Floats one up, and that is good. Durant's got his second bucket of the night. Now Teague.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Westbrook.
What a throwdown.
Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
James Harden. He's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Bosch. West All-Stars with the rebound. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Harden with it. He's picked up by Irving. Gasol goes in. Shoots, hits the jumper. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Good on the second free throw. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. That'll do it for the first half. It's Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Klay Thompson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Marc Gasol. Then it's Harden. And it's Curry in at the 1. So that's his on the floor for the West All-Stars. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Down by 15. Shoots from 12. That misses off the backboard. Gasol with it. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And the basket by Harden.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
And here comes LeBron. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. Here's Harden on the wing. Covered.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Now here is Lowry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Gasol gets it to go.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Here's Harden, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little showboating out there.
Lowry against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
The drive by LeBron. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, he came down and put it right back on him. I mean, these two guys, they're going at it. It's mano-mano right now.
Yeah, you're right. They're trying to outdo each other.
Yeah, this is exciting. Back and forth action that we're seeing right now.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the West All-Stars leading by 17. And we'll be back with you right after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
On the court right now for the East All-Stars. Teague out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Horford. And it's Millsap in at the 4 slot. Here's Teague. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Millsap kicks to Horford. Westbrook with the steal. It's Durant with the drive. Good. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the West All-Stars.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Harden. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him. For a long time now, the Western Conference has been the deeper conference as the top 5 or 6 teams have legitimate title hopes. But last year for the East, he was especially down. He was really viewed as a 2-team conference. Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Now here's Teague. Butler on the wing. Back to Teague. Into Millsap. And he lays it straight in. The two teams out east that people were talking about, of course, were the Miami Heat and the Indiana Pacers, but it was so bad where teams out west were joking, Clark, about how they could get moved to the Eastern Conference because they'd fare better.
Well, yeah, the Blazers media team joked about that at the expense of the Eastern Conference, but they did have a bit of a point. A lot of very good teams out west, no denying that, who did make the playoffs. Could have not only been playoff teams in the East, but maybe would have been able to grab a home court advantage. I think the Suns at 48 wins would have probably been a top 4 seed in the East.
Right. Looking at who's out there now for the West. Marcus Gasol is checked in for Cousins. Klay Thompson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Harden in for Chris Paul. They are enjoying, Steve, a commanding lead.
Well, and it gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest, which is so critical during this grueling NBA season.
Here's Westbrook. Outside Durant. The tray. No good. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.